Once upon a time, in the deepest, darkest, most velvety part of the night sky, there lived a little star named Twinkle. And Twinkle wasn't just any star. He was one of the brightest stars in the whole universe. His light was a brilliant, shimmering silver, and he loved nothing more than to shine as brightly as he could for everyone on Earth to see. Children would look up at him and make wishes, and Twinkle would beam with happiness, feeling proud and useful. But one evening, something very strange happened. As the sun went down and the sky turned from orange to purple to black, Twinkle tried to light up as usual. He took a deep breath and pushed. But instead of his usual brilliant beam, only a faint, flickery glow came out. It was like a tiny flashlight with old batteries. He tried again and again, but his light was weak and pale. Twinkle had lost his sparkle. He looked around at the other stars, who were all shining brightly, and he felt a deep sadness in his heart. What was wrong with him? Why couldn't he shine? Oh no, he whispered to himself, his voice as faint as his glow. What has happened to my light? No one will see me now. I'm not special anymore. The big, bright moon, who was Twinkle's wise old friend, noticed that something was wrong. Little Twinkle, boomed the moon in a gentle, kind voice. Why is your light so dim tonight? Are you feeling unwell? I don't know, Mr. Moon, Twinkle replied sadly. I just can't seem to shine. My sparkle is gone. Don't you worry, said the moon. A sparkle isn't something you can lose forever. Sometimes it just gets a little hidden. You need to go and find it. Find it? Where would I look? Asked Twinkle, feeling a little scared. He had never left his spot in the sky before. You must journey to the earth below, said the moon. I've heard that the secret to finding a lost sparkle is often found by helping others. Follow the Milky Way down to the sparkling stream. Perhaps someone there needs your help, even the little bit of light you have left. So, feeling nervous but brave, Twinkle said goodbye to his friends and began to slide down the silvery path of the Milky Way. It was a long and winding journey, and as he got closer to Earth, everything looked very big and very new. Finally, he landed softly on the bank of a stream. But this was no ordinary stream. This was the sparkling stream, and the water didn't gurgle. It tinkled like 1,000 tiny bells. However, tonight, the stream was silent and dark. On the bank of the stream sat a little frog, and he was crying big, gloppy tears. Ribbit, oh ribbit, he sobbed. Twinkle, even with his dim light, floated over. Excuse me, Mr. Frog, Twinkle said softly. Why are you so sad? The frog looked up, surprised to see a talking star. Oh, little star, I am the keeper of the sparkling stream. Every night I have to sing my song to make the stream sparkle and sing, but I have a sore throat and I've lost my voice. Without my song, the stream is dark and silent, and the forest will lose its nightly music. Ribbit, and he started to cry again. Twinkle felt so sorry for the frog. He remembered what the moon had said about helping others. He had an idea. Mr. Frog, he said, I may not be very bright right now, but maybe my little light can help. If you try to sing, I will shine on the water. Perhaps together we can make it sparkle. The frog wasn't sure, but he was willing to try. He cleared his throat and let out a soft, croaky ribbit. At the same moment, Twinkle concentrated with all his might and let out his faintest glow. As the sound of the frog's ribbit touched the water where Twinkle's light was shining, something magical happened. A single droplet of water lit up and let out a beautiful, clear ping sound like a tiny crystal bell. The frog's eyes widened. It worked. It worked, he croaked with excitement. He tried again, a little louder, this time Ribbit and Twinkle pushed a little harder, and a whole patch of the stream sparkled and sang, ping pong, ting. They spent the whole night like this. The frog would sing his croaky song, and Twinkle would shine his faint light, and together they made the entire sparkling stream glitter and make the most beautiful music the forest had ever heard. The frog was so happy he danced on his lily pad. As the first rays of the sun began to appear, the frog turned to Twinkle. "Thank you, little star. You have saved the stream's music. You may think your light is small, but it was exactly what was needed." And as the frog said this, Twinkle felt a warm, happy feeling inside. It started in his center and grew and grew. He looked down at himself and gasped. He was glowing. Not his faint, flickery glow, but a bright, steady, brilliant silver light. He had found his sparkle. By helping his new friend, his own light had returned, even brighter than before. "Thank you, Mr. Frog," Twinkle cried out joyfully. "You helped me find my sparkle." "You found it yourself," said the frog wisely. By being kind, Twinkle zoomed back up to the sky, his light now a beacon of happiness. The moon smiled a big crescent smile. "I see you found what you were looking for," he said. "I did," said Twinkle. "I learned that your sparkle isn't just about being bright. It's about sharing your light, no matter how small, to help others. That's what makes it truly shine." And from that night on, Twinkle shone brighter than all the other stars. Not because he was trying to be the best, but because his heart was full of kindness. And if you look up into the sky on a clear night, you can still see him twinkling away, reminding everyone that the best way to find your own light is to help light up the world for someone else. The end. We hope you enjoyed this story. Sweet dreams, and don't forget to be a little sparkle of kindness in someone's life today. Goodbye from Kids Story Tales.